Bird, and this is video 4 of a 4-part series for the Snowday crocheted mittens. These mittens are so much fun, and at this point you have 2 almost completed mittens. They're just missing the thumbs. So let's learn how to attach those thumbs to these mittens. If you want to follow along with the written instructions, you can find those at redheart.com. Just in case you forgot, I've put a link in the video description box right down there below. And while you're down there, smash that like button, as my kids say, to let people know you enjoyed this video. Once you have the pattern, your mittens, and your hook, we can go ahead and jump in and get that thumb ready to go. This is where our mitten is from the last time I saw you in video 3. We have everything completed except the thumb. The seam of my mitten is right here, which is important because the instructions have us join yarn into these stitches from round 6 or 7 or 8, depending on the size you're making, and you want to join it to the side closest to the seam. Now the instructions have you make the thumb with the same color you made the palm of the mitten when we were in video 2. But for purposes of this video, I'm going to use a different color so that you can really see how the stitches work into the stitches that are already on the mitten. I want you to be able to see that in the video. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'm going to grab my hook, and I'm going to grab the same color as I used on my cuff because why not? And I will go ahead and, having the right side of my mitten facing me, take my hook and I will place it in the back loop only of that first stitch closest to my seam there. And I'm going to join with a slip stitch. So remember, I just yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then draw through that loop. Now I go ahead and begin with the chain 2. 1 and 2. Now, working in the back loop only of all of these stitches that we skipped on that one round, I want to work half double crochets. Remember, this chain 2 counts as a half double crochet, okay? So by the end of this little section here, I will have 6 half double crochets counting my chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, rotate your mitten and working into the back bar, okay? So we're going to work into the back bar of these chain stitches we did when we skipped these stitches down here. We have chain stitches up here that we worked into. We want this loop right there to remain visible, okay? So if we want to remain visible with that loop, that means we need to work into that bar right there. You see it? That bar right there. So I want to work half double crochets into that back bar all the way across these chain stitches. So just find the back bar and work your half double crochet. My ball of yarn goes rolling around on me. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, remember I made the larger size, so I have 6 stitches here and 6 stitches here. If you made the smaller sizes, then you have 5 and 5. So I have a total of 12 right now. You will have a total of 10. When you get to the end of those chain stitches working into the bar, you come back here to the start where you did these chain 2s, and you'll join with a slip stitch, just like you were doing along the entire body. Okay, now you might be thinking, wait a minute, I have a hole over here on this side, I have a hole over here on this side. Well, when you go to weave in your ends, you just close those holes, okay? You'll just kind of whip it all together, because remember, your thumb is going to be the same color as this portion of your mitten. So seaming up or just kind of closing up those holes is going to be really easy. It's not gonna show up at all. For the next several rounds of the thumb, you repeat round 3 of the palm, working in the back loop only in just half double crochets. You'll know the number of rounds you need to do based on the size you're making and looking at the actual pattern. Once you've finished all those rounds, you'll do one final round of decreases, which will close up the top of the thumb, very similar to what you did on the finger covering at the end of video 3. Let's go ahead and get to that point so you can see what exactly you need to do to finish off your thumb. Once you've done the number of rounds you need to do for your thumb, you complete 1 round of decreases, which are the half double crochet 2 together. For this final decrease round, I began with the chain 2, even though it wasn't written in the pattern. Then I jumped into my half double crochet 2 together. For the half double crochet 2 together, you yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, draw through all 5 loops on your hook. Then continue on. At the end of the round, you would join with the slip stitch, just like you've been doing all along. And then we go ahead and cut our yarn, leaving a nice tail, just like we did when we worked at the top of our mitten. Give that a pull. Thread our tail directly onto our tapestry needle. And then working into the back loops only all the way around, go ahead and thread the top of your thumb closed. When you get them all the way around, give it a nice pull. And just like before, tuck that needle down into the mitten. This one is obviously for the thumb. Give it a pull. All right, so now you would go ahead, weave this in all the way up here to secure that. And then this tail down here, let me pull this all the way through. So this one we weave in up here, okay? This tail down here, again, remember this thumb would be the same color as your mitten. So this tail here, you could actually use it to seam closed that join. And then if you made this tail long enough, you can come over here and do the same over here and close that join. Hopefully the mitten that you are working on is turning out beautifully. If you use this pattern and make some mittens for the loved ones in your life, please use hashtag #MarleyBird on social media so that way I can come and smash your like button. This has been a joy having you with me for these 4 videos showing you how to make the Snowday crochet mittens. These are by Lorna Miser. Go check her out. She's a fantastic crochet and knitwear designer. You won't be disappointed. I'm Marley Bird, proud national spokesperson for Red Heart Yarns. Bye. Hey, thanks for joining me today on the channel. If you want more videos just like that one, check out some of these other videos that I've already handpicked for you. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that way you're up to date whenever I release a new video. And don't forget, smash that like button, as my kids say. Bye, guys.